What's up, Marty?
Oh, this is it? Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I never.
Yeah, no problem.
I've never been. Oh, that's a pretty big climbing.
Yeah,
I've never had to actually go to the guild. So now, Grizz said something about the coalition. I thought this was like just more of a general meeting.
I don't really understand what this is, but
okay,
it seems important, so I'm heading there.
Well, that's what I thought. Everybody used to come up and give me information, but of course, people don't come up there as much anymore, so I think I'd better find out myself.
Yeah, people are kind of afraid to go up there.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's good. I tell people not to go up there. Anytime I see somebody, I tell them to go back the other way.
Yeah.
This is very quiet. I'm surprised. I thought this would be a much louder vehicle.
Yeah, it's one of the quieter vehicles out there. Which is really surprising with how much armor this thing has.
Well, that's what I mean. I figured it sounded like a tank or something.
What, are they having us park here?
You're gonna want to park here, yeah.
Oh, it's a good thing I left my truck back at Crossroads. I just saw your hat. That's very festive.
Yeah, I got it last night.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, I'm at the guild currently. Where exactly is the meeting?
Thank you, and apologies.
Ooh.
Yep, this is the guild.
Oh yeah, that's pretty spacious.
Yep.
I asked if he was expecting company. So, just worst case scenario.
I mean, we have broadcasted that there was going to be a meeting going on today.
Yeah,
Here,
so it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
No, that's fair. I don't know, made me think that we were actually going to be, like, attacking something.
Fuck it, let's do it anyway.
We don't need any unnecessary gunfights. At least for the time being.
I want to blow something up. I'll probably like C4 and shit for it.
Alright. Go outside and blow up a tree. Make the squirrels angry. Declare war on the fucking wildlife out there.
But I
You
got
can clear
this
out the top
spicy
of that hill over there if you
Play-Doh.
want to. That'd be beneficial.
Nah, I think we're gonna need it for later.
Me need it for later. Oh,
You know.
Okay, I'm gonna go inside. I'll see you guys inside.
Sounds like a
but
good
these
too.
days, see the inside.
Hey, I don't want to sit inside. I just want to like, can you open the door so I can look inside?
No, I'm talking about like sitting there.
Why are you accentuating with the fucking barrel of the gun?
Oh, you can open up the window and everything. Sorry about that. Should I asked?
Hard.
Like, can I open up the side door here? I'm just curious to see what it looks like on the inside.
For the conversations I had today, I
will
don't
be at
like
the
that
mercy of
insinuation.
What, if I open the door?
You will be at the mercy of Bruce. Just letting you know.
Okay, I'll ask her for permission first. If I can just look inside.
You know what they say, it's better to ask for forgiveness and permission.
Nope, not
Nobody
dealing
says
with
that. That's the wrong way around.
That saying does not
The
apply
wrong
to his
person to be
big
trying
ass.
that. Wrong
Yeah,
person
no.
to be trying
I'm
that.
just trying to fucking get somebody in trouble, that's all.
At least he's honest about it, I guess.
Yeah, he
Are we supposed to be inside or outside?
Inside.
Thank you.
So, just thinking about that as well.
Hey, Chef.
What the hell? What the fuck?
Door's open.
Close that. I can't
Alright.
close it.
Oh, that fits a lot of people.
Take some damage. How well armored?
Stop. Sir. Sir. Milo. What the fuck did I do?
I could recognize that sword anywhere. How you doing, Spanky?
When the fuck did you get back?
Today I was in my home, was doing a bit of light traveling, you know, blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden the fucking north just erupts. I come down south. Tell me a lot of things. A lot of stuff. Bit overwhelming.
Where did you live again?
East of Chernobyl, a little bit east of Pripyat, I mean. Way up north.
Oh
way up
shit.
north.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's,
we're
a,
lucky
that's
you
not
got
good.
here.
They told me to stay south of Marty's. You know?
Yeah, yeah,
Also,
yeah.
you interacted with Brad?
Hell no, I just heard mad
Oh,
explosions. I
they
can
as
only
in us,
imagine. Only
okay.
imagine.
Yeah, you don't want to go any further north than my place. Even my place, I tell people not to stay up there.
Really?
Just me.
Remember that time the Imperium
Hey,
rolled us
Zero!
there and we turned your house into a battleground? I'm sorry about that. That was crazy.
The whole time.
I kind of been rearranging my pockets.
Paging Grizz to the front.
Snackers.
Attention, Walmart shoppers.
Yeah, okay, he's not in there, I don't think.
All right. So you're probably wondering why I gathered you here.
I'll be right back.
Okay? I'm fucking
Where's Wyatt? There he is. Yes, Wyatt.
Griff.
Alright. Do you need me for something specific, or is it you were just asking?
Not see you.
Wyatt. He's right here.
I don't see him.
Yeah, his camo does not blend in that well. I know he's camouflaged, but
I don't see him.
You
don't see his bright red Captain America shield?
Yeah, he's very patriotic right now.
Where? Here?
right there. Yeah,
You're just hitting him in the
Somebody
cock.
needs to take a nap here.
Yeah,
I think Wyatt needs to take a quick nap really quick.
That is like
I'll be right back.
100, top 100 on a list of things I think I'd never fucking. You broke my brain. I don't expect you to be like the cursing type, you know? I've never heard you curse before.
Hello.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is funny.
I have a gift
Okay.
for thy grace.
I
Yes.
found a note in my pocket. It says, "Ship firefighter."
Oh, very
Vote
nice.
for your Halloween costume.
Thank you very much. I will. Gonna keep that on me.
I still have the outfit.
I got some stuff for you too.
Undefeated. Always will have my vote.
But mine's a lead a bit more explosive.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Soda, in case anybody gets thirsty.
Thank you, Spanky.
Grayson.
Alright, if you guys would, please start making your way inside. Find a seat. I'll give you guys about 2 to 3 minutes to sit down before I move on to what we need to move on to.
Attico, man, fuck it.
I'm guessing that's actually Asterius, correct? Am I correct?
Oh yeah, your boy's dead on the front line.
Huh?
Go ahead inside or maybe just yell.
Grab refreshments if you need to. There's sodas on the front, courtesy of Grayson. Oh, thank you.
Make sure you speak up. I couldn't hear you until I got to the stage.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Last call to make your way to the theater. Last call to make your way to the theater. James will be here in a moment, so I'm giving him 2 more minutes before I start this. As well as waiting for Grayson to wake up.
Squirrel, was that you? Who was that? Give her the megaphone while we wait.
That sounded nice, by the way, Squirrel. I think that's only my second time hearing you, like, actually sing. It's a good way of boosting morale. You should do it more.
Indeed.
I feel a lot of us would be a lot better off nowadays. I mean,
It's okay. Half of my guild agents have 2020s white girl music.
So rad.
The world isn't ending yet, right?
I thought the world already ended.
Yeah, same here. That's what I thought.
Like, the world kind of did already end.
Let's put it this way. This certainly isn't a Jet 2 holiday, that's for sure.
You know, I think that's actually the first joke I've heard Marty say.
I don't know. I look at the whole. I don't know. I look at the whole world ending thing a little bit differently, just because, you know, things are a lot worse than we used to have them. We're still here. We can still live. So, the world is still here, just nothing that we used to have is. Not the end of the world, it's just the end of our safety.
Hard to pass on that. I would disagree a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I look at things differently. Where we're still able to wake up every day and at least try to make a difference. I guess it's just a matter of perspective, I guess.
Sorry, this is taking a little bit to start. Waiting for James to show up. He's not far out. He's at the charity now. He'll be here in a minute or two. Apologies, everybody. I would have had this started a while ago, but something came up.
It's okay. Take all the time you need.
This is normal for meetings.
I'm just glad we're not in a circle.
We just had one more arrive. Pretty sure James isn't far out from him.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Pretty sure James isn't that far out.
Okay. It's good.
I'm gonna go wait with the other vehicles. Make sure nothing happens.
Alright.
They're all good.
Just to let you know, you might.
There's the man, the myth, the legend.
I apologize.
I'm gonna keep it pointed upward.
Alright, is this everybody good to go? Alright.
I think it might be everyone, yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna be honest. I've written up an entire, basically, script for this, so I'm gonna read off that. I'm gonna tell you guys what I truly think about the situation that's happening the last couple of weeks. I'm not sure if all of you know exactly what I've been planning over the last couple of weeks, but you're about to. As we all know, we're not making much progress when it comes to Pride. I'm gonna be real with you guys, we're not gonna win this. I know some of you are like veterans of the Imperium War. Some of you are just, you were in the military at one point or another, but we're not winning. We've won most individual battles, but with the enemy's supplies, logistics, strength and numbers and war doing what he's doing, it's clear that we needed to do something else. So over the past few days/weeks, I've been working on making plans to evacuate the region of all people. To do this, I'm going to need a lot of material, information, vehicles, and ammo, as well as maybe talking to some untrustworthy people. We're not going to be able to pull out without help. So I have gotten in contact with both the Crows and Splinter's group. They will be showing up here in hopefully about 30 to 40 minutes. So we can discuss with them if they'd be willing to help us in evacuating. If we somehow get both of them, I feel like we can have a successful evacuation no matter who tries to stop us. But that brings up one more thing that we could do. It has been pointed out to me that we could hire the Nephro agents to help us out, and essentially use them as cannon fodder against the Pride to buy us time to make it to somewhere else safer, to the south, preferably. I called this meeting to not only get everybody on the same page, but to discuss the fact of hiring the Nephro agents, but to also make sure that I can have your help in obtaining the resources that it might take to actually leave. As I stated before, resources, ammo, vehicles, anything like that. To be honest, I'm going off script now, but I want to discuss the Nephros agents with everybody because I know some people might not want to work with them at all, in any sense of the word. So I wanted to get the region's consistency on this, what they think we should do on this matter, if we should hire them or if we shouldn't.
I'm sorry, who's the Nephro agents?
Yeah, I was thinking we should probably explain that.
Mercenaries.
Yeah, Grayson, if you wouldn't mind.
Alright. To anybody who's newer or hasn't had the run-in with him, the Nepharos Battalion is a PMC hired by Imperium. Essentially, they're their own private establishment that has been granted gifts from Imperium for their work. However, from what I've seen, they are entirely independent. You could pay them for a job and they'll do that job by the book, by whatever contract you set. These are the same people that shot me in the head on the island back when I had the helmet Milo is wearing now. The dog-leg troopers, as you all have probably seen. My goal here is to assist y'all in whatever plan that y'all agree with. So if you choose to work with him, you'll have no fight with me. I'll do what I can. Back to you two, if they don't have any questions.
Does anybody else have questions before I move on to anything that James wants to talk about?
What would it take to hire the Nephro agents?
From what we understand, that it's going to take gold along with electronics, perchance. We have secured a method of paying them, or at least for the most part. Grayson has offered up 2 sea chests worth of marks to pay them off for this.
Would we need to donate any marks for this?
That is something we haven't figured out yet. It's something we'd have to actually go and talk to the Nephros agents about before we say for sure if we'd have to add more marks to it or less marks.
We wanted to bring the idea to everybody first before we move forward with anything.
That many marks is gonna hurt the guild, but I'm willing to do it if everyone else comes to the agreement.
When I was in the bunker, when I got captured by Imperium, I spoke with Jericho, who is the leader of the Nephros battalion, and from what he said, the payment that he receives for what he does is actual physical cryptocurrency. It's what the black market that he uses to buy weapons and ammo and gear and everything, that's what they use for payment. So I'm not sure if us giving them marks is going to be a valuable, like, monetary payment for what they do. I don't
understand what you're saying and where you're coming from. You haven't been from Livonia, I don't think.
No, it wasn't.
Were the couriers and caravan back when they were a thing. They did black market trades with the coins. Despite cryptocurrency being whatever their world uses, the marks are still gold. They still hold value. We just don't know how much.
Okay.
The thought process behind all of this is when we do pull out, when we're pulling back and Pride is trying to beat down on us, what force do we want to be pushing back against Pride? Because I don't want to sacrifice any of Splinter and Crow's men. I don't give a shit how many of Jericho's dies because of this.
The unfortunate part about this is war. We're gonna have to trade people for time. That's just how it works. And I'd rather it be his people than ours. I'm gonna just put it bluntly. It's just how the world works.
I mean, if we have to sacrifice somebody, a bunch of mercs seems like the best option.
At the end of the day, they do act as hired guns, so their loyalty lies only with payment. I have no qualms with asking them for help.
If you have objections or anything to say, speak up and say it now, because if you don't, you won't ever be heard again. Once this meeting is set in stone and it's done, that's it. That's the plan we're going with. It's not going to be called again. We're not replanning. This is it. This is your time to say something. So get it off your chest.
Quick issue, obviously. Yeah, hi, all the way back here. What if we pay them to do this? Half of them die. And now we have the other half that just wants to kill us all because all their friends are dead. Second thing.
Smith?
What was that?
Have you ever fought one of them?
Yeah. I have a couple of times.
Right. Did they come after you for that personal vendetta?
No, they didn't. That's just a fair point.
They're mercenaries. I'm saying this against what Smith said. They wouldn't be known or even used by the Imperium if they went back on their deal because their friendlies died.
Who here was present? Who here was present when Logan was exposed?
I was.
Yep.
We went through all of his messages, correct?
Yeah, every single one of them that pertain to it, yeah.
Yeah, he tried returning the gear to Jericho himself. And Huntress's response was, "Don't bother. Spoils of war. Jericho operates differently. It's never personal." So yeah, if some of his men die, or if he dies, they're not going to come back on us. However, that is not going to prevent them from being paid to attack us in the future.
Yeah, that was going to be my second point. What if someone just pays them more than we do?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
From what I understand, Jericho's men do operate on just money. So if someone pays us more, that's something we're gonna have to deal with. But for now, it's a option on the table, and there are counterpoints to it, and there's so many other things that we could say or do or think about. But the issue is we need a decision, and it should be made tonight. There's a lot of things that we could say, but we don't have a whole lot of time. If Pride keeps pushing us like they're doing right now, they're going to extinguish us, to put it very bluntly. We'll fight to our last breath, but it's not going to look pretty. Preferably, I don't think any of you guys want to live here forever. So, or die here, for that matter. So let's just leave. And if we have to pay the Nephros to do it, they might attack us in the future. But this isn't a always alliance. This is literally for one battle. If you can pay them off for one battle, that's all we need. To buy us time.
During the meeting that we had with Pride has never seen Imperium from what they were saying. I highly doubt that they even know that the Nephiros Battalion is a thing. Especially considering where Nephiros operates and where their territory is. I don't think that they would have a run-in with Pride at all. I don't think that we'd have to worry about Pride trying to buy them out. But when it comes to us making sure that our people get out of this region alive, I'm willing to do it no matter what we have to do.
Hey, I have a concern. So, occasionally I've heard us reveal too many of our cards to people that aren't fighting for the same cause through just their own word rather than going to the highest bidder. So by working with mercenaries, we should obviously be friendly with them and not be assholes to them, but I don't really think we should reveal all of our cards to them for our own safety, just in case they do go back working for the Imperium or another higher bidder, and they can use the information that they gathered from working with us to use against us.
No, I agree on that.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna bring that point up, unless you want to do it.
Yeah. All we need to tell them is, hey, here's some money, we need you to go fight Pride in this area. And that's essentially all we're gonna tell them.
Okay, so we're not telling them where we're going.
We don't need to let them know where the fuck we're going. We don't need to let them know that we are even pulling the fuck out. All we need to let them know is, hey, here's an area on this date, we need you to attack Pride. Simple and clean.
Well, I think we should apply the same rules to even the people within the group here. You know what I mean? It's like, certain people need to know, and if you don't need to know, you should just follow instructions from the people that do. It's just going to be easier for people.
I mean, I feel like all of the survivors are on the same side. We are all fighting for the same thing. We're fighting to survive. I don't feel like withholding information from our people because it may not be a need-to-know basis is really going to be beneficial for anyone. And at the end of the day,
that's what
that
gets
is
people
going
working
to
for the other side.
Yeah, long term,
that
that
building
may
a lot of distrust.
build traitors. Yeah, that's gonna build some traitors from within if we do that.
If we were military, it would work, but we're not. We're a bunch of people living our day-to-day lives in a shithole, and preferably I don't want to be here anymore. So
I have a question.
Oh.
The idea of leaving seems pretty cut and dry, but what's saying Imperium's just not going to stop us from leaving? Done it before, what's saying they won't do it again?
That's why we want to get in contact with Splinter's group. I feel like it's less Imperium doesn't want us to leave here. More specifically, they don't want us to leave as individuals. They don't want us to go for very long. They want us to stay in one spot as a group. I feel if we all move as a herd, they'll just herd us to wherever they want us next anyways. If we can at least get Splinter's group to cover us while pulling out, we won't need to put it bluntly, we might be able to at least get a couple 100 miles from here where it's not worth guiding us back here at the least. They'll guide us somewhere else. And with pride on our necks right now, if we stay here, their test subjects are gonna die. And to be blunt with you, I don't think Imperium wants that either.
That kind of brings up another question for me over here. We've got this whole plan to, get out of region and go somewhere else. Do we have any idea where the fuck we're going? Are we just getting on the road and driving until we can't anymore? Like, that doesn't seem very cut and dry to me.
I was going to ask that as well.
Can I tell them about what area you said last night?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not here with them.
To the south of here, there is a large guild compound. One of their main HQs, from what Grayson told me last night. We'll be heading there. Staying for a little bit, I believe.
There are already people there?
It's a guild compound. It's secured by the guild, which are friendlies to us.
I'll explain. The southern region, which, if agreed upon, where they're heading, all the way down south of it, basically on the border, is a large walled compound, just like this, manned, food, weapons, walls, everything. The region itself has some inhabitants, yes. It has natural humans, mutants, animals, the whole 9 yards. We are not conquerors, we're not going there to kill them and remove them unless they desire to be a threat first. And no, I'm not saying or implying once you get down south, you are stuck in the guild. This is not a conscription, this is not me throwing you in a walled compound against your will. You do not have to stay, you don't even have to head there. This is to make sure that most, if not everybody, can get out of this region to go live their fucking lives how they see fit. Continue if they don't have any questions.
Essentially, we're using that as a regroup point. We want to make sure as many people get there as safely as possible. If you get separated from the convoy, that's where you should go, so on and so forth. After we get there and we get a pretty good head count of who's there and who's not, I don't care what you guys do. For all I care, you can go to the fucking States, or you can just move 20 meters away from the compound. I just want to make sure that we get out of this alive and we actually have time to prepare for the Pride's next attack. Because I'm gonna be blunt with you guys, they're gonna follow us and they're not gonna stop. We killed the guy's son. I think it was stupid the fact that he put his son on a battlefield and didn't expect him to die. But at the same time, we killed him, now he has a grudge, he's gonna follow us. So, this entire thing and I've only told Grayson and a few others about this. This entire plan is for them to draw out their supply lines, because they're gonna follow us and they're gonna start this war up again. We want a little bit of time to prepare for that. I want to train people and get them ready for that. But right now, we're so close to their main HQ that they don't even have to bring trucks in for their supply lines. And if they are, it's so close to their HQ, there's no point in trying to attack them. If we can do this and move further south, we can actually attack their supply lines at a decent rate, where it makes it harder for them to fight us, and we actually have a fighting chance, and not whatever's happening right now.
We've also received word from my intelligence unit. 2 of my scouts, the ones that you asked to do so, they'll be returning the information. It's urgent, so when they get here, they'll reveal everything that they found.
Got it. So, I guess this brings it up to my final points. If everybody here is okay with it, we will, after talking to Splinter's group and the Crow's group about how they feel about it, if they want to do it, we'll see if it's possible to hire Nephros agents. Does anyone here disagree with this course of action? Does anybody disagree with anything else that has been set up here on this podium today? Alright. James, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, a lot of what we've been saying is saying stuff to you guys. And only the Nephros, we really asked for you guys' opinion. Really, we should tell you guys what you guys need to be doing. Or how you can help us with this. Right now, we're trying to collect vehicles, set up for a convoy, so that way we can get everybody out in a managed way. I'm not sure if the guild is offering any to assist in this, but obviously if any of you guys have an armored vehicle for troop transport, any cargo vehicles for us to either hold gas, food, ammo, those sorts of things, any of that would be helpful for us.
I've got a quick question, actually, about a convoy.
Sure, what's up?
Are we just all gonna gather up in one big line and head out? Because to me that seems like one artillery observer just needs to figure out what we're doing and we're fucking toast. Is one big group heading out at the same time really the best plan?
I can set up some decoy convoys. It'll risk my men, but I can do it.
I don't even mean risk your men like that. I mean, we all know we're going to the same place, don't we? Would it not be... maybe... I know it can be a bad idea to split us up, but to at least maybe have 2 or 3 separate groups instead of just one big thing they can throw everything at?
You know, honestly, that's not a bad idea. We could send people out in, like, pairs or 3s, 3 vehicles, send out at a time. That way we can constantly get people moving.
I think, in all honesty, my thought was that we could even drive the vehicles out of the region and set them up somewhere for this big convoy. And we start airlifting people there via guild helicopters in general. And we can make this our final stand / point of, well, extraction, essentially. Fly us to the convoy and get us set up and get moving, get a defensive perimeter until the convoy gets moving.
That still makes me worried about gathering so many people in one spot. I mean, you fill a helicopter with people, all it takes is one rocket, right?
I guess it depends. Do we have any cameras of any kind?
At the end of the day,
Might be a dumb
regardless...
question, but...
Go on.
Is it possible to use the Imperium cloaking devices to cloak a vehicle? If you perhaps I'll manage to smush them together in some kind of technical way. Would you be able to cloak a vehicle and its occupants to get them out safely? There are so many stripped sets of Imperium armor.
That would be a question for Splinter. I've personally never seen them do it with a vehicle.
They'd still make a sound, but from an observation point, they'd be less likely to be noticed.
It's a good
I feel like
idea.
if that was possible,
winter out, you'll see the tire tracks.
I feel like if that was possible, Imperium would have already done it and used it.
I just got word from the Crows that they're about 5 minutes out.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, right, Imperium agents are able to be cloaked up. There's nothing stopping them from cloaking up in combat and just shooting us in the back of the head, but they don't do that. They let us see them when we're fighting them. The only time that they really cloak up during combat is when they're hurt and they need to escape. So, I mean, it's not like, it's not out of the realm of possibility for them to be able to cloak a vehicle, but just choose not to do it. It sends more of a message if we see them.
Well, didn't we determine that they also can't use their weapons when they're cloaked?
Can they not? I was never told that. I thought they could.
I am not sure that they can. I've never seen an agent in armor use weapons while being cloaked.
Well, the whole cloaking thing is like, isn't that like part of their biological system? Or wait, no, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I'm thinking of how they control the cloaking. Never mind.
From what I was experiencing in Livonia, cloaking takes a huge toll on concentration. If they can cloak, yeah, they might be able to get 1-2 shots off before their cloak falls. That's about it.
Oh, also they can't really aim. They don't know where their gun's pointed.
No, they
Either way,
very
from
much set up shots while invis.
Either way, from these lines of questioning, we'll do our best to find the most efficient way of moving everyone out safely. Albeit either a convoy directly from the guild, airlifting them out, etc.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Go ahead, sorry.
Both the Crows and Splinter's group have sea stallions, so just keep that in mind.
That is if we can get their support. I'm not throwing around things
Speaking
that
of,
we don't have yet.
I mean,
someone's here.
Speaking of the Crows, I
Helicopter.
believe that's them.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
Security, just in case, get outside. Do not shoot until PID'd.
Well, to put it like this, we are not coming up with the plans of the actual evacuation until we have the materials and we know to have the known materials to get out of here. So until we actually know what we're evacuating with who, how many people, all that, we will be holding off planning until we know the materials, if that makes sense. Sorry, I went in a circle for about a minute there, but I got to the point eventually.
Holy shit. No way. What are you up to, dude? Yeah, we're good. Yeah, down towards the roads.
You'll take this to the back of the room really quick. Just,
Yeah, that might
I want to see
improve,
who else here.
Lighting.
Grizz, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
Who are you planning on taking with you to go talk to the agents?
No, I just walked through.
That conversation I have not had yet. I've had a few people in mind, but right now I'm not going to say their name until, well, essentially until I'm pretty sure I know who I want to take.
Okay.
This is going to be a delicate situation, so I can't have people who might cause issue, for lack of a better term.
Yeah. After this, I'll offer up a name that I think would be really good for it.
Food for thought, Grizz. That is a radiated zone, so you won't need NBC suits. Unless you take people who can withstand it.
We plan for the team to only be a small handful, maybe like 4 people at most or something like that. Ultimately, we need to make sure this goes smoothly, and ensuring a smaller percentage of people will ensure that, things, don't go haywire from one person saying something they shouldn't.
Keep it formal.
Exactly.
It's just business. For us and to them.
Gotta love delicate situations.
If the Crows, would the leader of the Crows mind coming up here?
Sure.
Howdy.
It's nice to meet you, sir.
It's nice to meet you too. Name's Elias Miller.
Name's Mason, but everybody calls me Grizz.
Good to meet you, Grizz. But, so I hear we're discussing something about getting the hell out of Dodge, or...
Yeah, I know you and your people have been fighting the Pride for a very long time, but if I may put it bluntly, we're not soldiers, nor military.
Alright. You all could be soldiers. From the sounds of it and from what we've gained, you all fought plenty of wars.
Yeah, we were unprepared for this one, to put it bluntly. We didn't know who we were fighting or messing with at the time.
To be quite honest, I think we were too.
We want to ask your help in evacuation plans for the people of the region. We can't stay here very long. I believe Pride is going to follow us, but I believe that might actually be a good thing, as it'll draw out their supply lines, making it easier for us to hit them.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong about that. But in terms of evacuation, can make an offer. It's something to be discussed. It's something we've been talking to people of the homeland for, well, quite some time. As I hope most of you know by now, we all come from Poland. That's where our home is. Specifically, it's the little region called Banov. I have made my way back quite a few times, and this has come up into discussion. when are we going to bring our people back home? What are the other people that we've met doing? And the simplest way to put it to all of you is that if it all comes down to it, you're all welcome. If you need a place to come, that you will have free will, do whatever you need to do to survive, live. That's the right place. We've secured it as much as we can with the manpower we have, which is a lot greater than you see here.
That sounds like something we'll have to discuss further in the future.
More than likely. I think the more important thing right now, though, is discussing on how the hell you're going to get out.
Yeah. Well, we've called another faction to this meeting. They should be showing up here in 45 minutes or so. It's led by a man called Splinter. He's a breakaway of the Imperium that we've told you and gentlemen about.
Yeah, I believe you've mentioned that to a few of our men. We haven't met them personally, but it'd be a pleasure.
Well, the coalition right now is formulating the plan and the resources to leave. We haven't exactly made the plan because we don't know the resources, but if we know what you can bring to the table, I think that would be best for everybody's interest.
In terms of resources, yes, are you bringing up resources to combat the Pride? Buying you all time, or
whatever you think is best for your men.
Well, the most I can say is how we were able to form the treaty that we talked about a long while ago, back in the past. We do have experience with the Pride. They will fight until every one of their men drops, if you let them. We used our own methods, and those methods were chemical warfare. That may be frowned upon to some. Really the only option we actually had. It's how we were able to, well, secure the amount of people we have now. It was almost like a reality check for them, I think.
That explains the bunker a while back. Well, we have two set courses of action. I believe we can secure I believe we have secured your, at least help, but if we can at least get splinters, that will give us more, at least manpower to fight against the Pride, or we do have a second option, but it's touchy. There is a group of mercenaries known as the Nefarious Agents. They have taken over Lab X4, I believe it is.
I'll go see what that's about.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're really referencing.
Hello, evening of forehead.
The Nefarious Group is a mercenary group that mostly works with Imperium. They are hired to capture us and or, well, kill us. Dependent on what they're hired to do, they do it. I believe we can at least use them against the Pride.
So you're thinking about hiring mercs for this?
We're thinking about hiring mercs, yes. Essentially, we don't want your men to die in this. And we don't want Splinter's men to die in this either, so we need bodies. We need to trade people for time, because that's just how wars are fought. Sadly, I don't want to trade your men or Splinters, so I prefer to trade some mercs.
Well... I mean... if that's the plan that you believe you should go down, I have no right to judge. I would have to decline that offer, unfortunately. Not because we don't want to help you, but we don't have the manpower to do it. Not here.
Understandable.
I would like to make a personal request for you, if I can, Miller.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen him fight. The one that you call Shepherd. The one that calls himself Shepherd.
Yes.
If you could utilize him on the front line for us, that would be great. And I'll do everything in my power to keep him up.
I can do that. He obviously excels in, well, security. And that's really what he's shown that he wanted to do. He's done a great job the past few missions, times he's on duty. So, of course. And with his connection to all of y'all, he doesn't have a problem with it.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
Well, if you cannot help us in manpower, could you help us in supplies?
Depends on what type of supplies you're needing.
Well, as of right now, like I said, we don't currently have plans, but maybe we have a couple possible theories. Helicopters ride us out of the guild to get us to a convoy start point, moving us out of the region. Or just ammo, weapons, and food for the ride.
In terms of resources, yeah. Again, it would have to be discussed amongst all of you of what your actual plan is, of what you're wanting. If you all are willing to come with us, or if you all are willing to make your way to our home, which, again, as I said, all of you are welcome. That's all up to you. When the time comes, and what you've decided, yeah, we can organize something like that.
So just to repeat, if we decide to come with you guys back to the Crow main compound in Poland, then you would be able to help airlift us out.
I think I phrased that wrong. Not necessarily. We'd be willing to help you guys get out regardless.
Gotcha.
In terms of an armed convoy to get all of you out, that can be arranged. As far as we're concerned, there's not much else we can really go into without either getting fucked up or killed. With where Pride has taken their place, it has made it very hard to try and scout, try and gain any intelligence or resources ourselves for what we're here to get. And as far as the south goes, you just told us that another group occupies a lab. So, we may be on our way out fairly soon ourselves. But it's all in due time.
Alright. Well, if you'd like to stay, I believe Splinter's group should be here any minute now. Maybe in the next 10, so if you'd like to meet him or his group, they're an interesting bunch. I think you would get along with them.
Of course. We will be here. If there are any other questions or anything else we need to discuss.
Well, before you step down, does anybody out there want to ask a question to the crows?
I've got a question for Grayson. How far is the main guild compound that you were originally talking about in relation to where the crows are based out of?
I can get one of my men to get the exact miles. I usually just run there and back. I don't really count the steps. Oh, there they are.
Are you guys safe out there?
No injuries. No engagements.
I believe you have some information you'd like to share with everybody.
Well, that's what I was getting for you. Here. Notes made throughout the days that I was out there. Same with Mac.
Understood.
Grayson, something more urgent. I got some chatter of some of the agents who were out there. They got into some sort of engagement. They need backup. I believe it's Pride.
Yeah, of course it is. Fuck it. I'll go deal with it myself.
You need backup? We could go with you.
No. Bit personal this time. Being all low hound to Soul Shrimp. You're representing Guild. Do your best.
Miller, do you have any more questions for us before you step down really quick?
I'm sure I'll have some by the end of this, but I would like to listen to all of you a lot more.
Got it. Alright. I will probably need a few hours to go over these notes before I set anything in stone and start marking things down. So for now, does anybody have any questions about anything else so far?
Why does everywhere we go turn to shit?
That's, you know, if I had the answer to that question, I would have solved it by now. I really wish I knew.
What's the history of this? This is like the third, this is the fourth,
happens
fifth.
every time.
How many times has this happened?
History.
4
I
times.
think four times, technically.
4.
Maybe 5.
Yeah.
The island
Yeah,
counts. Chimsy.
Yeah, it counts.
Godforsaken place.
Chinaris,
No,
the
it
island.
counts.
This place. 5
Yeah,
times.
the island counts.
Livonia.
Yeah, so yeah, it would be 5 by now. That's pretty
It'd be
fun.
5, yeah.
Oh, okay.
This would be the 5th,
MC
rather.
Livonia. Yeah, this is 5.
The world is shitty. You just gotta pick your poison.
That's true.
I'd say the Imperium though. They're the
that
common thing between all of there. So they're probably the reason.
Common denominator, yeah. And us.
And us too. Yeah, there's
They
probably
like
some
us.
fucked energy about us or something that causes.
Yeah, no, it's all your
shit,
fault,
who
James.
knows? Yeah, it's all my fault. I'm sorry, guys.
So essentially, it's region us Imperium divided by us equals bombed out shelter of a crater of a homeland. Apparently, I don't know.
I don't know, Matt. You gotta Matt down to Wasabi.
Oh, you know what it is. It's Jacinta. It's Jacinta.
Oh my gosh, it's been right there in front of us the entire time.
It's Jacinta. Alright, for
That's
real,
crazy.
does anyone have any actual questions that aren't trauma?
If need be, Riz, I can make copies.
For right now, I think I can make the copies and post them where they need to go. That's alright. I'll post them everywhere I can. Alright. The Splinters group should be here any minute. If you guys have any questions for them, or if you don't, I'd recommend maybe thinking of some. As it stands right now, like I've said, as I've said, this is a risky plan, and stuff might come from it, stuff might not come from it, we don't know. But I want us to leave, and I want to make sure everyone tries to stay safe while they do it. And we can't do that without help. That's why I've invited so many groups to talk, and that's why we're even considering the Nephros agents to pay them to help us.
Hey, Grizz. Whatever you're planning, I recommend doing it sooner rather than later.
That's why we're calling this meeting so soon.
Things are getting really hairy out there.
Yeah, I believe we won't have the materials to actually evacuate for, well, to say it, 3 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks is my largest estimate of how long it will take to get all the resources together. And then it might take longer to actually get it moving, getting all the supplies where they need to. It's really up in the air. We want to come up with a plan of what exactly we're gonna need. And to put it bluntly, the coalition has done what we can. I have gotten the food taken off the board completely. I'm getting food ready for us so that way we can actually leave with enough rations to keep us fed for at least a week, maybe even 2, if we ration it correctly. I believe our ammo situation has been taken care of, because I believe we have about 5,000 rounds of miscellaneous, or 50,000 rounds of miscellaneous ammo that ACAC is willing to provide. The only thing we really need now is gas and armored vehicles. If you are willing to offer up your vehicle to the coalition to help the evacuation, I would like for you to approach me after the meeting and offer it up. I want to know if it's armored, what kind of vehicle it is, how many seats it has, how much storage it has, and so on and so forth. Anything that can be important to us leaving, I need to know about it.
Hey Grizz, you can count on the charity for any medical supplies, alright?
Yeah, that brings up another good point. We will need medical supplies. So if you have extras laying around, thank you guys. I appreciate this a lot. If you guys have extra, I don't know, like just an extra bandage, that's an extra bandage that might get used on you in this convoy. Because of course accidents are going to happen. Vehicles might break down. The armored vehicles are only going to take us so far. So we're going to need medical supplies, even tools to fix vehicles would be nice. But I'm about to make a huge purchase in the guild for that kind of thing anyways.
You think of what I'm thinking?
Does anybody...
Unfortunately.
Well, we got some free time. Let's run a little census real quick. Who in here does not at least have tier 4 protection when it comes to armor?
I have a
By the way-
a single helmet and a vest, I think. Does
By
that
the way,
count? Does that count?
personally, I have, I believe, 3 or 4 full sets of tier 5 armor, helmet and vest.
That's what I was gonna say. We need to be able to help each other. And if you see somebody who's not as well equipped as they should be, especially with the shit we're, you know, going to be dealing with, you know, help them out. Help them out.
No, it's parked way out.
I do want to put something out there for everybody that's here, though. And the time that it takes for us to get everything ready, Pride is probably going to start ramping up their attacks and everything. I do still think that people do need to keep focusing on fighting Pride, as well as trying to focus on getting us evacuated. The more that we're able to dwindle their numbers, the less we're going to have to worry about a lot of them attacking us at the convoy when we go to leave. But, I mean, it's already apparent that they're probably going to attack us trying to leave. I see no reason why they're going to stop trying to take territory and stop launching attacks on us while we're getting ready to go. So we do still need to be vigilant, and we do still need to fight.
Was something I was going to bring up, actually. We need to defend. Attacking might not be in the cards right now. Unless we get the Crows and Splinter's group to help us out, I don't see a way that we can actually get inside their lands without immediately getting fucked up. We'd need a multiple-pronged attack. It would be a lot of planning going involved in actually attacking them.
You know, Miller. The best defense
So,
is a good
for now,
offense.
stay on the defensive. We're making plans. We'll do what we can. I want to try and take out that artillery before we leave. If we can at least get rid of their targeting sensors, that'll get rid of a lot of the worry when it comes to a convoy.
If their targeting sensors are down, that would mean helicopters aren't as big as you.
Shoot.
To make a good defense, you need something offensive to go along with it. You know, we all understand that, right? Just so everyone knows. Is on the same page. But we still have some stuff left over from our first conflict with the Pride, specifically chemical weapons. We have access to chem strikes with our artillery. Would you be opposed to covering your defenses with that? You do have to understand the risk it runs, though, in that it is extremely dangerous to use at close quarters. And it will be used at close quarters.
That is something we'll have to discuss with a region base assets. Hello, hello.
I would
Walker,
discuss that.
sorry.
What's up?
We want to talk to you. We want your support on evacuation. We want to leave. We don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's spark this. Aside from the obvious.
We want... These are... The friends behind you are the Crows. We want both your helps into...
Howdy.
We want your help specifically more on the Imperium side if they try and stop us. I want you... I was wondering if you guys could keep an eye out. See if Imperium starts mobilizing to stop us. Because, to be honest, if we stay here, we're not going to do all that great. Some of us are going to die.
Okay. Fuck it. And what do you need from us?
Well, we could use some... any kind of vehicles that you have, armored, non-armored, doesn't matter. maybe an airlift if we decide to go with that plan, but more discussion will have to be taken on this level. Right now we're in the discussion of it. This entire meeting was to get everybody on the same page, make sure everybody knew what was happening. Also, this reminds me, everybody spread the word of what's happening here, what we're planning on doing. If you see somebody that's not at this meeting today, tell them that this is the plan, that we're going to evacuate.
Just not over radio.
Not over radio, thank you. We wanted to make sure that we had your support, but one thing that might make or break it, we were thinking about hiring nefarious agents for this as a one-time deal.
Yeah, nefarious battalion is a fierce fucking bunch. The one thing they will operate off of is a contract.
Would they betray a contract if someone tried to outbid us if we've already signed it?
Not if they accept it. No.
Got it.
In some sense. Honorable in some sense.
Yeah. The man named Jericho. He is a very straightforward, by-the-book guy. Complicated if you try and look for anything else. If you pay him and he accepts the contract, he's not going to cancel it, even for Huntress. I think that's what they respect about him. I don't know. Could be wrong, but yeah.
Alright. We're planning on using them mostly as cannon fodder, if you want me to put it bluntly. We want to make sure we need to trade bodies for time, and to be blunt, I don't want to trade your guys or Crow's guys for time. I'd rather do it for... I'd rather do it with them.
Give you some advice. Once you go to talk to him, or any of his men, you be honest. Don't try and make up some shit. Don't try and sugarcoat it.
I think we can
I
do
wouldn't
that.
use the term cannon fodder. Just say you want them on the front line.
Even if you use the term cannon fodder, I don't care. It's smart
Tell
to
them
be
we need him
honest with
for a
them.
distraction.
To put it simply, with doing this, we're putting a lot of people at risk, no matter who they are. If you join this, you're at risk. I mean, there's no point in sugarcoating that either. But I feel like it's a lot less riskier to leave than to stay here and try and, you know, fight a battle we're not winning.
I mean, when it comes to using the Nephros agents to help us escape by giving Pride a distraction, there's nothing stopping Pride from having one set of soldiers dealing with the agents and then another set, you know, them trying to converge on us. They have enough people for it.
Guild, I plan on doing something for the front line. We're gonna put Nephros agents in one sector, we're gonna put Guild agents in one sector, and then the survivors will do what they can in another sector to stop them. This is going to have to be very planned out. That's why we're doing it a month and a half in advance, or however much time we have in advance, so that way me and the rest of the coalition have time to plan this. So that way we actually have a actionable plan, we can actually get things done, and there's not arguing between survivor groups or anything like that.
You know, I'll be right there with you while we're planning on this. We'll try to get the most out of this, but I don't know. There's a lot of variables that could very easily fuck this up for all of us. So I'm just hoping that best case scenarios work out here.
James, would you like to say anything to the Crows or Splinter's group?
Walker, would your group be willing to offer us a troop transport? You know, a helicopter of some sort, that sort of thing.
We have multiple sea stallions, but one of ours went missing. We can offer one of those at most.
Okay. We could bring up the idea on what our evacuation plan is going to look like, because now Crows and Walker's group have both agreed that they would offer us, you know, something like that. So it's either A, we could airlift people out of the guild to the convoy that's set up far away, or B, we can convoy from the guild out of the region. Those are the two options.
Well, let's say it here now. Does anybody have opinions on whether or not we should airlift people out of the guild or start a convoy from the guild?
That depends entirely on if we can take down any air-based defenses that Pride might have.
When it comes to striking against the Pride, we're only really going to get one shot. If we hit one of their outposts, they're going to reinforce it to where we wouldn't be able to do it again.
What are the chances that
where the battery's at, that's where we'll make an operation and knock that shit out.
Yeah, if we can knock it out, I mean, what's the expectation on how quickly they could repair it?
What's the chances?
Let Nate speak. He's been trying to speak for the last like 3 minutes.
What's the chances that Pride, though we haven't seen it, has anti-aircraft systems?
Extremely high. They have
and the Crows. Judging by that helicopter that I saw here parked here a minute ago, I'm not sure what other helicopters there's going to be. Do we have the what's it called again? Do we have like flares or anything that we can use to fight back against that? Because if they have anti-air capabilities, then we're not going to have a single chance if we don't do a convoy.
That's what we're talking about with a strike that we can take out in one go.
In terms of anti-air, a lot of that was used in the past. Don't quite know if there are any now, but from most of what I see, whatever that BTR, whatever the hell they have, that's about what they got. Otherwise, it's their artillery strikes. We do have multiple Sea Stallions that we can send in. Again, we have a lot more supplies and basis of supply runs back home rather than here. So, in terms of anti-air, they're gonna have to be professional in order to take out a helicopter.
I mean, I was aware that before the fall, the anti-air systems that we had could include computer-assisted, like, firearms. Like, not guided rockets, but if you lock onto a plane, it'll tell you where to shoot. And it's extremely accurate.
Radar-guided AAA. Like a ZU-23 or a ZSU-23, etc.
Yeah. That requires a lot of upkeep, and that upkeep the Pride might not have. It requires expensive material and equipment that is needed to fix that.
Speak on this from the personal information that we were able to gain on our reconnaissance. The only thing of note that I could have seen it would have been potentially having anti-air shells for their artillery batteries, but I didn't see anything like flat guns or anything like that. And if they were to have flat guns, they'd have to be stationed somewhere in the region. It's not like the artillery they can keep outside of a border.
If you want to bring it up, Miller, we can give them like...
They can just tow it in. It wouldn't be that hard to tow in a triple again. And it doesn't even have to be radar guided. Some fucking, like, random guy could be on that gun. And 123mm shell, and oh no, I don't have legs anymore.
We need to... Yeah, no, we can't use too much of it.
Alright, well,
It's expensive to
let
get.
me just go ahead and point this out real fast before we continue. As somebody who has been a part of many meetings like this for many different people, you guys are going to find counter arguments for any plan that you come up with, and it will not end. Again, like the man on the stage has been saying, it is a war. These people are coming to kill you. No matter what you do, they will have a way to counter it. Going in circles about the what-ifs needs to be done on the go, as it happens. If you pick a route, then you talk about the what-ifs, or prepare for the what-ifs. You do not talk about every route individually, and then go, oh, well what about this? Because then what happens is you talk about that subject for 15 minutes and not make any progress with each other.
Before, I know you wanted to speak, man in the red hat. Just to go off of that, it's very true. You all will hesitate, which we can't afford to do if we're going to be helping you. Especially if you want to save everybody here. Fuck. That's really all I had. My bad.
I just want to add one thing. Like I had said to Grizz earlier, we need to start deciding sooner rather than later. I haven't had the chance to go home and talk to my own people yet, but from what we've noticed is that things are getting very severe really fast. They're pushing the border. They're bringing in a lot of things that even we are going to have difficulty against. We need to move now, and when I say move, I mean literally move. Marty, you live north of us. You're in danger because you're closest to the border, but even Cove probably are going to have to pack up and head south.
I would also like to highly suggest that most of the people in the north do start making their way south, because I know personally with the location of the charity, I'm going to be trying my best to block up that main road as much as physically possible, and I don't want to cut off that road until I know everybody that's north of the charity is not there anymore. The last thing I want to do is cut the Cove off, for instance, if they're still there.
Akak?
So, you know, preparing for defense, preparing to evac, all that, that's fine. What we need to do more than anything is we need to hit them behind their lines to get them off balance and keep them from pushing so hard so fast. One strike will sow enough doubt in them to slow down their advance. That'll buy us at least a few days. Because right now they're trying to consolidate as many forces as they can on that border. If we can keep them from consolidating as quickly, then we buy a little extra time.
I can't help but to agree with Ak on this. I feel like we have hesitated to attack them way too much, and that hesitation to attack them head on has caused this to get exponentially worse. We've talked about it, we've planned it, but it's never actually happened. All we've been doing is playing defense when it comes to them. We need to fight them, and we need to attack them first.
Even if it's just a minor mosquito strike.
At least
on, like,
when
the
it
MCA.
comes to what we may need, I can at least speak for the fact that the guild will be able to help hold the line as long as we need it. We have plenty of agents, plenty more that can be in region, along with Grayson, myself, Mac, Shrimp, Alma. All of those who work within the guild are rank and file. We can hold them off the best that we can. People work on that escape route, which by the current standard of what I've seen, they have a lot of artillery guns. Leaving by air may be the best bet, at least at this current time.
And do you have locations of where those artillery guns are stationed?
It looks like they were preparing to move them into the contested zone.
That's going to extend the range to the guild.
But it might make it easier for a behind-the-lines attack. If they're in the process of setting it up, and we send a small team, we might be able to destroy at least one of them. Make them scared.
Something you're willing to risk.
True. No matter what we do, with a frontal assault or a behind-the-lines attack, we're gonna risk someone. Some number of people.
Regardless of what we do in this war, we're risking people. It doesn't matter what we do, we can try to be as safe as we want to, but at some point someone's gonna get hurt.
I mean, here's my thought with it. We want to get everyone else.
As someone who has fought the Pride before, your best bet is not a frontal attack, nor going behind the lines. That's fucking dumb. You're going to get yourself hurt if you want to live. Your best bet, find a defensible position and dig in. Find a line you want to hold that, and do long-range attacks. It's the best you can do, because if you have artillery, you're just going to get bombed while you're pushing. Your best bet is to hold until you have to retreat. Just keep holding to your best that you can, and funnel people out as you do.
Despite what you heard, how many times have any of you, watched them drop artillery on their own people? Again,
I don't think I've
if you
seen it.
focus on one, you are not going to see the bigger picture. I would say I could spare my men to help you with Pride, but if I'm dealing with Imperium and Huntress, we're gonna have our hands full with that alone. And I don't think any of you have boxed Unit O2 or their enforcers. It's not fun. Quite literally, he ripped me apart. So, with the Pride, I would take advice from the ones who have actually dealt with them the longest. If you get slammed by artillery, well, it's not going to change the fact if you go behind enemy lines, because they'll just bomb their own fucking people. If you push them, they're going to bomb their own people.
I guess we try a stronghold here. Set up a defensive position.
Harper.
Hang on. Sorry if I've already been through this. I just got here. But has anyone considered trying to reach out to Tex? Considering yesterday, after our meeting, he said something along the lines of, I don't honestly remember the whole thing, but he said something, if he does something, he can, or if we do something with the people who are completely crazy, that he would allow us an easier exit. I don't know if people remember that, but he did say that yesterday. I just wanted to voice it as a possibility. But I'm very late to the
willing to call
conversation.
out the people who are the problem?
Willing is a tough, I am willing to do what I need to try and reduce damage. So,
And what if he means by sacrificing them?
well, that's the thing, right? I mean, we'd have to, like, talk to him, but if hypothetically we could do something simple to reduce the amount of kickback we get, I mean, depending on what it is. Like, if he's like, oh, you have to sacrifice half of your people, like, obviously the fuck not, but, you know, just saying.
I mean, he said hold your own people accountable. Those were the words that he said. Now, accountability, that differs between people. To him, holding them accountable could just be executing the people who he deemed would be a problem. And I'm gonna be honest,
Well, in that case, fuck that.
I'm not willing to execute any of my people just to make them a little bit happier.
Hold up, before we continue with that line of questioning, I'm gonna be blunt with you guys, that option for me is off the table. I'm not doing it. Period. Tex is not going to give up on this. We killed his son. He's got a vendetta. He's gonna follow it to the end of the earth.
Backhack, you've got your hand up for a while.
Okay.
So, the mosquito strike thing, like, yes, it's not going to be anything glorious, anything like that. It's just literally going to be buying time. It'll also hamper their ability to get supplies to those artillery guns. It'll get their foot soldiers off balance enough that we might be able to shoot some space during the evac. If we can spike a couple of the guns, like remove firing pins, then they're not going to trust their own supply lines. They're not going to trust their own maintenance. It's going to sow doubt. It's going to lower morale extensively.
If
we cannot negotiate. Hold on. We cannot negotiate with fanatics. Peace, diplomacy, all of that is off the fucking table, period. These guys are fanatics. They want us dead. You don't talk to people once you're dead.
If there are enough individuals who are willing to volunteer for some form of, I would almost call this a suicide mission, to hinder them, then I wouldn't, I would have to, if there was, people here who wanted to do that, then I would be willing to make the plans and draw them up to have that happen. We have a list of different outposts that we know about that are Pride, that we could hit one of them. But like I said, it would be in their territory. It would be a suicide thing. But honestly, like I said, if people are willing to volunteer for it, I can't say no. That's your choices you're making. But it would have to be them knowing the risks. And that would be their choice. Yeah, what's up?
As stated prior, depending on how much you value your morals, and if you think it's morally wrong, we have given you an opportunity. We have limited, very limited access to chemical artillery strikes.
People are willing. We possibly could use those chemical strikes to draw their attention while we send in a team of volunteers to possibly take out some of their artillery since they're moving it up. That could be an idea.
I don't know if it would necessarily be a distraction. It'd be more drawing them out. It'd be like
how
funneling
targeted
them
can y'all
in.
be with those chemical strikes? Because they only have two possible avenues of supply lines. If we can gas their supply lines, I mean, that'll do the same effect.
I mean, yeah, we could theoretically hit both, but that does limit your time to retreat by quite a bit. Because by the time we do that, you wouldn't have much opportunity left. I think what would be better is to wait for them to push into an open area and do it then. Hit them while they think they're doing the best they have. Hit them while they think they're strong, and lower their morale that way.
Would y'all be doing
And then once you do
saturation,
that,
or
you fucking leave.
do y'all do saturation, or do y'all do point?
A little bit of both.
If we can do just point strikes, that'll extend how many strikes we can do. Like no saturation, save the ammo.
Theoretically, yes.
Personally, I'm against chemical strikes, but that's just me.
It's what we used to fend them off the first time we fought them, and it worked very well. So it's completely up to you still, but it provides an avenue.
I know.
You can be against whatever you want. I assure you that they'll be happy to use it against you.
I'm not saying we don't. I just have to voice that I am personally against it.
I mean, if we want to do that, I mean, you said that it was to draw them out, right? We could have, we can decide where we want to put the strikes at, and then we could have a team of people in long range just picking them off.
It's functionally gassing them out of an area, but the gas is corrosive, so if they don't have the correct protections, it will just kill them. It will burn their skin and kill them from the inside, essentially.
Wait,
quick thing
Mac.
about that. Yeah, go ahead, Doc.
Has Max made any progress on that special project with the purple stuff?
I'd have to talk to him about that. We've been gone for a little while.
Okay. If he has, I might need to talk to y'all again and see if I can borrow some of y'all's artillery shells to rig something up.
Potentially, we can see what we can do. Again, our supplies are limited out here.
Yeah.
Okay, quick issue with chemical warfare. Love it personally, but when y'all fought them first, they weren't supported by war. They are now. What's to say the chemical warfare will still work against them?
It's a mixture of high explosive and chemical weapons. If that doesn't take them down, then I don't know what will.
Well, I mean,
supported by
they've been shot by pitches and got back up, so...
That is speculation.
We all are supported by war.
It's the military-industrial complex, baby.
As somebody who's received a lot of information about the Horsemen recently, it's just speculation. Do you know how long that they've had influence?
No.
Then don't beat down on the military. We don't know what him and his men have been through. Well, from what I recall, they were in a strange truce.
Very strange word.
I mean, when it comes to Pride, the first time that I've seen them be able to take the kind of beating that they've been able to take recently, it was at the vehicle graveyard. That was the first time that I had personally seen them be able to take multiple high caliber rounds and still be able to get up. From what we were told, though, they're able to take a beating, but only for a very limited time when they're close to dying. And their only goal is to cause as much damage as they can within that time period before their life force completely gives up. They can die. They are killable. These guys, they're not immortal. That does wear off after a certain amount of time. So even if they are influenced by war, I mean, that's not going to be able to change things for them permanently.
Yeah.
And when we fought in Jagala, I don't know, the guy that was able to take the most amount of beatings, and I mean he was getting pelted with 50s, 338s, 308s. That lasted maybe a minute and a half of him walking off every single bullet that we threw at him. So I'd give it about 90 seconds. Yeah, but we talked to
Adrenaline is
Pestilence
stuck in
after
a 50
that.
cal, but it did anyway.
we talked sorry.
Before this continues, I'm giving them that USB that you handed me.
Giving them to whom? To them?
The crews, they need to be involved.
Oh.
They're already in it themselves.
Yes. That's fine.
Alright, on this USB device is gonna look like nothing you've ever seen. It's gonna probably come off as edited software, bullshit, whatever. I assure you it's all true. Everything you've seen. Open your eyes a little bit. There's the USB. Plug it into whatever your computers you got, and go through it very slowly. Because if, well, as it stands now, if they tell you about it, it's gonna sound like fucking gibberish. TLDR.
I'm afraid it all is. Yeah.
Horsemen are real. The 4 horsemen are real. The USB has everything that they've gathered on it.
Alright. I'm gonna say this. We have made the executive decision. We're going to be evacuating by helicopter from the guild, as it seems like the safest route, with their artillery being set closer to the border. Be it moving in a convoy seems like probably the worst case scenario if their artillery can hit us, so we need to stay in front of it. So we'll be moving the convoy and the supplies out of region, and then taking a helicopter south out of region, linking up with the convoy, and then heading out of the range of the artillery.
I like the idea that someone said earlier about us moving in chunks, or not all moving at once. And with enough helicopters that we have access to, we'll be keeping them in a rotation, so that way we're constantly flooding people out of the region until everyone's out.
I'm sure that you all know this, but even with sea stallions, that there are weight restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
That there are.
Heck.
They have to leave a lot of shit behind.
When we do the chunks and we do the flights, don't do set schedules. That makes them easy targets.
Okay,
Something
we'll
else to
peter it
note.
off by a little bit then.
It seems like they have an idea on where they want to fix their artillery guns. If we can discern where those are and utilizing what the crows are offering, we could designate chem strikes on their artillery sites. That way they can't
That's what I
use
was
those
thinking.
guns so effectively. And
That's
if
what we
they're
desire.
corrosive, potentially to metal, then it may even cause them to have to be, well, put on downtime for maintenance and repairs. If the explosive shells don't take them out.
It is true.
I also have about 15 pounds of explosives we can set if we can figure out where they're actually placing the emplacements.
Maybe more reconnaissance is needed then.
Not
But
to be
at
extremely
least right
sneaky, I don't
now,
want to be.
none of the notes that I were able to take were able to discern exactly where they're taking them yet. Movement was getting too intense. That's why we pulled out.
Did you get an idea of their numbers?
That might explain some whenever Gris is ready to go over the information.
Yeah,
But I
Grizz is
think
gonna.
he's just working
he's
on
looking over
how
the
to
notes right
word it.
now. Yeah, he's going to present on
Well.
the findings from the reconnaissance.
To put it bluntly, I'm probably just going to read the notes off. You guys can take it how you will, and we'll plan accordingly around this. The coalition will meet and do what they need to, and then we'll bring everybody else into the fold. So I'll start with day 1. Location: Old Bunker Site, latitude 192, longitude 009. Objective: determination of pride activity and significance. Details: it seems that they have a constant flow of supplies rolling in and out of the location. Seems to have 3 active patrols along with sniper teams in the woods approach with extreme caution. Location 2, previously scouted, radio tower, longitude 181, latitude 181, longitude 025. Details: it seems the location has been reinforced. More secure perimeters, soldiers carrying more comms packs along with more sophisticated tech hands now present. Similar patterns of patrols as last location. Day 2, location PCZ, wide range scouting of Pripyat in search of key points of interest. All points of the PCZ we had found multiple roads locked down, and Pripyat is swarmed with patrols. Rooftops are teeming with snipers, all while patrols of soldiers roam the streets. At least 3 armored patrols spotted. Found several parked BTR patrols seeming to plan movements leaving Pripyat. Location 2, northeastern mountains where the Imperium bunker is hidden. Details, little to no Pride activity within the bounds of the mountain range, nothing to note. Location, Day 3, no set location, local urgent information. Details, urgent, Pride artillery columns have been spotted being wheeled south. Multiple convoys loaded with shells, barricade emplacements. Hard to keep track of designated location. Artillery equipment still in transit. Location 2, old MCA base. Latitude 172, longitude 095. Pride has complete lock on this location, heavily defended. Do not go near. BTR along with BMP armored squads have been seen moving in and out of this local. It look for refueling, maintenance, important supplies seems to be held here along with one highly guarded Apache believed to belong to Tex. Urgent, Panthers seem to be housed in this location. Day 4, location MCA base, now seeming with Pride main. Now seeming to be Pride's main. Base of operations, latitude, same as before. Urgent, captured guild agent has been located. Seen at the campfire with Pride soldiers, eating alongside them, seem to be having casual conversations with them of home, loved ones, and lost family and friends. It seems to have been tortured at some point, being covered in many new gruesome scars and well-dressed wounds. He stays in a tent with generators, proper heat, and basic supplies. Currently seems alive and well for now. They even seem to be helping him if needed. Day 5, urgent. Pride has seemed to be pushing their borders. Multiple POIs being ready to advance into CZ's contested zones, borders, along with defensive checkpoints being quickly established while artillery emplacements may be placed dangerously close to the cove. Pride movement is beginning to pick up. They seem to have been getting things set up and ready at short notice. Signs of aggressive push clearly indicated. Getting too intense to stick around. Things are looking bad. Take a few minutes before saying anything to digest this information.
You may have to put the paper down.
If you want, you could line them up on the end of the stand and let people check them out as needed.
Yeah, do that. On the end down here.
Alright, we can do that.
Hey, just out of curiosity, could you write those coordinates down and give them to us?
I can send you a copy of all of it.
Sounds good.
The main thing we really need is just the name and coordinates of the places. They make hitting things a lot easier.
Yeah.
Or if people could read the notes themselves.
That's what we're
Sorry,
doing.
ma'am, I
Send
can't
the notes here.
They want to read
I
it.
want to read them.
But you can create a grid coordinate? What the fuck?
It's a joke. I'm kidding.
I don't think you are.
Reading was not my strong suit. With books and that popcorn reading in elementary school had me fucked up.
Nice tootsies. Not you, you forehead. I was talking to the other guy with robot feet.
It's normal for robots to care about feet. Or tootsies, however they say.
Everything's about you.
I do remember those bloody little stumps, though.
Is that Jade?
Your thumb's a lot.
No.
No.
Yes, it is. Come on, who gave you that fucking Jade axe?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
I remember the shape of your pockets.
It's,
Oh my god! How you doing?
How have you been, my savior, who unleashed me onto this world?
I've been pretty good, pretty good. Have you been?
Bueno.
I'm sure Kazek
Oh yeah.
need more researchers.
Who's the emo?
0.
Did you get taller?
Yeah.
I also plated now.
For context.
Good to see you either way.
Yeah.
Good to see you too.
There's a bunker in
You doing okay?
Yeah.
place called.
Science, all that shit.
I just woke up and I'm a little bit lost on what's going Hey on. Marty,
That's.
I know I offered it before and you declined, but you are very welcome to take over Helping Hands. Move in there and I mean, not take over, but I'm happy to merge both if that's okay with you. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm definitely not gonna stay up there. I don't know. I was thinking at least
Now we're installed to,
Helping Hands might be better. I don't know. I was gonna maybe at least go down to Clark's.
That was originally programmed under Mr. T.
Other than my medical that I'll bring and maybe some of the higher end guns. So the rest of the stuff I think I'm just gonna burn though.
I'm happy to help you if you need anything moved.
Okay.
Anything that might be of use. I hate it's mostly empty kind of
Right. Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
getting it
Actually.
ready for this.
That's what I mean. I gotta kind of go through and figure out what's garbage and what's not garbage and what we might need. But yes, thank you. I appreciate that.
He wore me.
But you're not at the Helping Hands anymore. You got the nowhere.
I don't live there anymore. No. Yeah, I live at nowhere now, but I do still keep Helping Hands stocked and things. It means that you'd have a space to live.
Oh, where's nowhere now?
Kind of your own.
That was up north.
Geared up. Nowhere is also way down south. We're not far from the border.
What the fuck?
It's definitely where our focus
Yeah.
Okay.
Our
focus
yeah.
mainly goes into
I'll probably stay like.
For now, I don't believe so. Planning will have to take place in the next couple of days.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
But I believe you're good. I'll call you.
I've been worried
when
about
you're
you
needed
for weeks, and so
planning
I'm
for resources and all that.
I'm
That's
glad that
alright
you
with
are
anyways.
taking the initiative to move now.
Well, I mean, honestly, I still don't think I'm gonna would have any problems. But I mean, also, I'm kind of far up there. I don't want to miss the helicopters when it is time to go. You know.
Can I talk to you about something?
I'm gonna go grab some water
Yeah.
from the fountain.
Sounds like they're pushing their borders further down. So
Are we leaving
while
already?
it might not be an issue yet, it might be one soon.
This can be considered moving over As of right now, I have nothing else to bring up to you. If you have any questions, please meet with me and ask them.
I just got to speak with Spinky because he was my right up here. I left my truck over at the crossroads.
Yes. Why?
Okay, if anybody here from
help from some
Yellowstone,
of your folks to grab some stuff from,
or if Marty's here, I'd like to speak with you outside, please.
Feel free to reach out to us whenever, and we'll see about getting in contact with our scientists, or at least an underling of our scientists.
Where are my fellow bikers at?
If y'all have any gunpowder that y'all aren't using.
Hey, Walker, don't mean to bother you.
Big deal on scrap himself.
What's up?
Howdy. So Marty, you're pretty close to the line, and from those notes, it sounds like that Pride's going to be pushing at any moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Right now, we're Okay, cool. If you need any assistance at all, please let us know. We will give you vehicles, we'll give you hands, anything like that. We'll speak with the guild about getting you set up here, or we can set you up wherever you want.
Squirrel just said that I could, because she's not that helping hands anymore, I could probably go down there for now. I don't think I'm going to need help to move, because I think all I'm going to do is, like, you know, I'll grab extra food, the extra medicine, and then any of the higher caliber guns I have, but the rest I'm just going to burn. Like, I'll grab any ammo.
Still going to send at least 1 or 2 people with you, just in case anything happens. We don't, you know, it being so close, we don't want, you know, potentially Pride trying to do something.
Mention the weapons to Walker.
Okay, well, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Don't know if I'm going to be able to do it right away. But yeah, no, I am planning on moving.
No, it's whenever you decide to, just let us know and we'll send assistance.
Okay. All right, thank you. Yep, no, that's perfect. Like I said, probably go to helping hands, or I don't know, maybe I will come down. I'm not sure about exactly where I'm going. See, the thing is, I know it's not safe up there, but I also don't want to. I don't think we should maybe like just give everything up until we got everything in place about getting out. You know what I mean? If we all like just completely back at it all, everything, then they can just like roll right in, and then we're not going to be ready to get out. You know?
Why we're taking such a step back and making a hard line at Charity is so that we can reinforce that point, so that way we have a hard line they don't cross.
Yep.
Because right now, if they were to push at this moment, we wouldn't be able to hold the line.
Nope. I agree. You know, that's what I mean. So that's why I said I'll fall back behind there somewhere.
But yeah. I'm talking to Marty about what I was going to talk to you guys at Yellowstone about.
Dick?
Essentially, we are making a hard line at Charity, and that's where we're going to make it the most defensible. From there, we're going to have the coalition base. Fuck you.
What?
No, they were talking about me. Sorry. Also James. But essentially, we're making a hard line at Charity. You guys are above that line, so if you need any assistance at all from anybody about moving things from Yellowstone south, let us know. We can talk to the guild about getting people set up here if you guys want to. But that is where we're making our defensible line.
Also, Yellowstone might set up kind of near Crossroads, I think. There's a lot of area over there we could set up.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, so like, you remember how we were talking about, I don't know if you were in the conversation, but we were talking about using your old base, potentially. That's all the way in the southeast corner of the region.
Oh, that! Okay, it may not still be standing, but it's definitely a good idea.
Listen.
Yeah, we can definitely check it out. We already started talking about that yesterday because we saw this coming.
Calling act to the front.
We have a potential plan in place.
There's a lot of
right now,
meeting up in the
James.
principal's office.
Well, wherever you guys decide to set up, I'd recommend moving over the next couple days. If you need any assistance at all.
I don't think you were around in Livonia. I was stuck in Golding for like 20 years.
I was not. Like our group of survivors.
Not 20 years, that was an exaggeration.
Who actually have military experience. The rest of us are just survivors that have fought in wars
Delta
because
1
that's
Charlie
something
Kilo,
that
but
we
you
were
may just call
required
me
to do.
Delta.
In all honesty, thinking like a soldier and operating one or two separate
You
things.
ready to go? Can you give me a
There
ride back to
are a
Crossroads?
lot of steps that go into it, and most of it is gained through experience, in my personal opinion.
It is, yeah, and I will say that a lot of our guys are capable in the gunfight.
So that would just be a common code for this plan that we've been discussing.
Where you like
It's
that?
a lot more level-headedness. It's a lot more planning. Organization is one of the most important parts about it.
Unfortunately, it seems like something you lot really don't have the greatest grip on.
Yeah, I was saying just that it would be a good idea to have a common, very easy to remember code name for the plan that we discussed.
Yeah, I was deployed in the middle.
Now already understands their purpose and what their
got deployed twice. Hey, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Honestly, I would pick that hellhole over this one.
So just saying renovation over the radio would, you know.
Is it
for the heat?
Hey guys, can we use our inside voices pretty please with a cherry on top? Thanks.
How'd you just spread out instead of bitching 5 feet away?
I didn't spend much time in the Middle East, but it's how I work my way up. My deep respect for the Polish Grom, everything and whatnot. It's how I got into the Crows. It takes a lot of organization in order to plan and strategize. And unfortunately here, I don't think you're working with all soldiers, even though you've all fought wars.
We're not.
Understood.
The biggest problems that we have when it comes to planning is we find rebuttals for everything. And we try to do it with, we try to find plans that have the least amount of danger to us.
Thank you for that.
But that's
Sometimes it's better to
not
take
how
risks.
you win a war. Yeah, no, and I'm right there.
You know, a lot of the meetings back in the homeland go like that. What if we do this and it doesn't turn out the way we want? What if we do this and it kills a whole bunch of...
What's the main reason
I don't
our
speak for all of Yellowstone, but we'll be in touch.
Sometimes you just need to say, shut the fuck up and we're gonna do it this way.
Yeah,
do what's best for everyone.
As much as I would love to do that, I'm not sure if it's my place to tell people to shut the fuck up and we're going with the plan. That's not... people aren't gonna respect you if you just look at them and be like, shut up, your opinion's not... But... Nah, I know. But
What's up, Rich?
People will look at a plan and come up with so many what-if scenarios, but nobody ever asks, what if we don't come up with a plan, we sit around do nothing, and then we get ourselves killed.
The what-ifs are important, but action is what matters more.
We need a lot more of that. Like Act brought up, we need to be offensive and we need to put some more balance. I agree with it. I've been wanting us to do it, but people haven't really.
In all honesty,
on.
You aren't going to put them off balance. Just a few probing attacks or frontline attacks. That's just going to.
I think you're underestimating how alarmed insecurity is for them, personally. You know, I mean, no offense, but...
Okay, if that's done, do any of you know where I can find either Squirrel or Ashley?
But I was talking to them about us turning Pripyat into just a massive fucking gas zone. And
it's a necessary evil, but it's something we don't have the resources for to turn this entire fucking, what is it, 20 by 20 kilometer area into just gas. It's expensive. It's very resource dependent, but we could do smaller areas. Smaller chunks is doable, extremely doable.
I was going to I wanted to at least talk to her in hopes of asking, like, how I could help regarding medical, because I have some medical training, and it seems like that is the sector that I can at least best help with.
There is no law. There is no saying what we can and cannot do. Especially
My name is
when it
SU and me,
ride.
but the majority of people just shorten it to Yimmy.
With everything that we've experienced from them and everything
that's
that,
fine.
you know.
Hello, Mitch. It's very nice meeting you.
Amen.
Use the resources available to you the same way they would if they had the
Got it. Thank you very much.
knowledge to use them like we do. They'd kill us in a day. They'd wipe everyone out without a thought of it. They'd kill you in a heartbeat. Why
If
not
they
do the
had
same to
that
them?
shit, if they had that shit available to them, this entire fucking compound would be turned into a gas zone right
Well, at the very least, I do know that
And
she
I
knows
probably
who I
wouldn't have been
am
as
because we
precise.
have met before and
Also
we've
gotta
spoken
remember
before. So I
that
think
shit leaks.
I'll be
No
able
matter
to find
what
her
it
on my own
is,
time.
If it's an agent that's protrude as a liquid, or if it's gas that will saturate,
It was
even on
nice meeting you.
point.
I'm probably
that
going to
shit
see
will
if I can
spread.
take a nap.
And
I
if
am
this entire
tired.
region, this 20 by 20 kilometer area, is spread with
Bye.
That could ruin.
Amber.
Rust.
One of you guys might be able to give me a ride to Crossroads. I was waiting on Spanky, but he seems to be meditating or something.
Looking shit stained, Smith. Looking pretty shit stained.
Shut up, Clanker! I don't even
See,
want to look at you.
this is why you wear it, because then when he gets in contact and
look
shit
at
himself, you
we
won't
can
be
do
able to
something
tell.
for you, Marty.
Look at me,
We
huh?
got
It's
you.
also kind of good camera.
That's just where I
take one?
Yeah, that's where
Take one of our cars.
No, my car's there.
We can't offer that because
Let me see. Let me see.
Quinn grabbed the Corvette.
No, we have a truck here. It's parked
Marty,
over
I'll
by
pick you up.
Kyle's place.
Oh, we do? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I'll
never
take
mind.
Josh's old truck.
Yeah, they are pretty good.
Okay.
That way you don't have to run down the road
No, they're
to grab a
perfect in
car.
every way.
Y'all can just take that one.
Perfect thief now.
Allie's
Probably for, like,
taken.
all eternity.
And your
I
vet, right?
gotta knock him out for you.
Alright. Thank you for that.
Okay.
I'll skin you alive.
I appreciate that.
and then
Yeah,
put you
he's
on
just
my wall.
he seems to be in deep thought in there. That's where I left my truck. I
Help me,
picked it. He gave me a ride here. So
No.
Which won't help, because I'll pay him not to.
Okay.
You motherfuckers.
You ready to go now?
sure, if you want to go now.
Let's pick you up.
Okay.
So, Patrick, the gist I hear is that this is probably the last time we're going to be in Yellowstone. Do we have enough explosives to set it to blow with nuclear material? I want the whole thing just demolished.
Yeah, I've never actually been down here because I've never had to come down to the guild. So he just met me at Crossroads and I hopped on his truck.
Fair enough. They did have us parked over by the radio tower, so it's going to be a little walk, but not that bad.
That's okay. Oh yeah, I think that's where we parked too, is over by the radio tower. Or he parked.
Yep. Do you mind a little jog?
Yeah. Oh no, that's fine. Lot further to get to Crossroads than it is to there. So.
True. Right here.
Oh, this one? Okay. Ooh, it purrs.
Yes, she does.
Oh, how does it handle on the snow, though?
Depends on the speed.
too, you mean?
Yep. And sometimes she doesn't like to turn.
Ooh.
That was a little jump.
Just a little bit. Boy, everybody's car is so much quieter than my truck. My truck is so loud, I can't hear anything in it.
Oh.
Oh, there's my truck right there. Right here's good.
Oh, I just go turn around. Okay. Here you are.
Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome to my shop, Marty. I don't know if you've ever actually been here.
No, I don't think I have. But I gotta.
It's pretty nice here.
I gotta go start getting things organized and stuff though. But I can go now I'm here. I can come back for sure. Cause I think I'm gonna go. Might do helping hands. I don't know. I might come further down this way. I'm not sure yet. I gotta check and see everything that I got. Right. I figure.
All right. Well, if you need help, my truck is available to transport everything. Yeah. It can. Well, it's got 12 barrels and 6 crates in the back of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, I mean, I can hold a fair amount in the truck, and I don't. The only stuff that I figure I need to bring is, any medical, and I'll bring any ammo I have. I mean, I don't have any super high caliber guns. I got some AKs and KAs, but the majority of it, maybe I'll just burn it, so they probably can't get it. I think everybody's got way higher caliber stuff than what I've got.
All right.
Just
figured it out here.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Well, thanks a lot for the ride. It was going to be a pain, but like I said, well, just let Spanky know too that I did leave. He was off in his head somewhere. I guess I don't know. I kept on walking up and poking him, asking him if he was okay, but he's in deep thought. So, anyways, okay. You guys be safe, okay?
Okay, you as well.